Welcome to another episode of Between Us Ladies. I'm your girl Meltrice, also known as the Money Minded Mama.
All right now, and I'm your girl Alexis, your book bestie.
And today we're going to be diving deep into single parenting. I'm excited about what we'll uncover in this conversation.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely excited about this conversation. But before we start, I have an icebreaker for us.
Ooh, I'm nervous.
I have us a card game. It's three different levels of conversation that we could have.
Oh, gosh.
So we can pick from mindful, intimacy, or vulnerable.
Who talks about intimacy with their daughter?
It might not be that kind of intimacy, but you definitely
I'm
do.
choosing intimacy.
Gosh, I should have saw that coming for sure. All right, so I'm going to let you pick a card.
Okay. So I'm picking.
Yeah, you can answer. Come on now.
So who's answering this? Am I?
We both answering it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. If you are single, what is the reason behind it? If you are single, what is the reason behind it?
Okay, so it's just a me question? Is that what I'm understanding?
I don't know.
You're not
I guess
single.
Yeah. There we go. It's a you question. I have to pick another one.
Okay.
You
so
are
if I'm
single, so what is the reason behind it?
Okay. Because I'm not gonna say that out loud.
I thought we were being authentic.
We are being authentic,
Okay, well,
but I can't say because that's just rude. And then it's odd.
Say it in a more kind, non-judgmental. Here we go. Way. Say it in a kind, non-judgmental way.
The real reason for my singleness in this moment is because I'm genuinely trying to find myself. I'm genuinely trying to understand my likes and my dislikes. And I know I'm not going to be at a spot where I am 100% at all things before I get into a relationship, but I definitely want to have a head start in the way that I communicate. I know that could use some work. The way that I show up, I know that could use some work. So I am just genuinely trying to learn myself and learn how to navigate. No, I'm learning how to be comfortable in myself before I can give myself away for other people.
Be comfortable in your own skin before you bring somebody else.
So I know that there's things that I need to work on. My intention behind me being single is to really be comfortable in my singleness. I feel like a lot of us are not okay with being lonely or being alone, not necessarily lonely, but just being alone with
being with oneself.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of us are not comfortable in that. And I'm learning that I can thrive in that right now. Mm-hmm. And I can be okay with being alone because I hated it for a really long time. Mm-hmm. I did not like it at all. So learning how to be okay with myself is really what I want to be okay with before I can just jump into another relationship with somebody else.
Okay. All right. So when you first said bros ain't nothing.
That was a good way of putting it.
I said, see?
Okay.
Bros ain't nothing. That really is not your reality.
No, it's really not.
Yeah, because there really are some good men out there.
I have a lot of great men in my life.
There are some great men out there, and there are some great women, and there are some awful women and awful men. So when we always talk about how men aren't doing da. We need to look at ourselves in the mirror.
In the mirror.
What
she said.
That part. Because I just clocked it.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
I should have taught her that.
So anyway. No, but that's some real stuff. So it's like, let me figure out me.
Yes.
First. And, my husband and I talked recently about this. He was like, it's my responsibility to help you along in your healing journey. And I feel very responsible for helping him along in his healing journey. He has mom issues. I have dad and mom issues. I think we all have all of that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, we do.
And, he has abandonment issues. I have abandonment issues. And those things, as much as you try to heal those things, they show up in your relationships, in your marriages. So to some extent, I feel like we'll be on this journey for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to stay single.
Oh, no.
And so what is your journey on, you said you wanted to do some things for yourself and get comfortable being in your own skin. Like, do you have a time frame on that, or will you know when it happens? Like, what does that look like?
No, I don't necessarily have a time frame. It's one of those situations where if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to stop it, but I'm not actively searching for it in this moment.
Okay.
So I'm not out in these streets. I'm not doing a lot right now. I'm really dating myself, taking myself on dates, sitting down, reading my books, enjoying my own company in this moment.
But you also have a young man that you spend time with too. So is that...
Okay, clock it.
Well, hey, we stay authentic and transparent. Like, what we not gonna do is sit here and act like...
I do have somebody that I spend a lot of time with.
Do that soul searching with this man around?
Yes, I can. But me and this man have realized that we are better off as friends. I genuinely...
Friends with benefits or just friends?
No, just friends.
Okay, just
I
asking.
genuinely enjoy his company and his friendship.
Okay.
And he has been a nice shoulder for me to lean on in these last couple months for me. So I just genuinely enjoy his presence when he's around, and he helps kind of lift up my spirits when I'm trying to be down. He like, no, let's kiki, have fun. Like, we're always laughing with each other.
Laugh a lot.
So
I like that.
I genuinely, I enjoy his company. But no, he's really just a friend. It's nothing more than just that. But I like how you tried to clock
I
me.
did.
You were just
exactly
trying to. You were just trying to understand. You just wanted to know. You was being nosy.
Hey, listen. Did we say that this platform
that was
one
just
of the
being
reasons,
nosy,
so we can kind of dive into each
that
other's
was just
world?
being nosy.
I'm nosy. I got to figure out a way how to get it in. So that's why I said, like,
you gotta sit on the podcast.
I'm so excited about this platform. I get to go deep into some stuff.
And I'm over here got to answer and be authentic.
Because of the rules we have, you can't get mad or you can't take it outside of this.
Way to go.
So that's cool. But
I see your strategy now.
See, I love it. See, single parenting. This is a real thing.
No, wait. You have to ask. You have to
I
answer
have
a question.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you one.
I picked that one, so you have to pick this one.
Okay. And then are you gonna answer this one?
Yeah, I have to answer it.
I feel like that wasn't fair because you that was directed straight to me.
Okay.
Ooh, share the story of your first heartbreak.
Ooh, my first.
Do you remember your first heartbreak?
I do. My first heartbreak was in upper elementary. I'll never forget his name, but I'm not gonna say it out loud because if anybody ever watch it, they'll, I will not say his name. But I was in the 5th grade, and I had a boyfriend who, that's not. 5th grade boyfriend. How old were you? Maybe I was in the 6th grade.
You were 10. You were your granddaughter's age.
I know for a fact I wasn't at Patrick Henry. I was in elementary, for sure. So it had to be the 6th grade. Yeah, it was the 6th grade. So how old was I?
11.
Okay, but 11 you're old. Oh, but that wasn't the kicker though.
Oh, what was the kicker?
The kicker was I got dumped by him because I was a virgin and I would not have sex with him.
In the 6th grade?
Yes. I'm like, are you kidding me? I literally got dumped because I would not have sex, but my
in the 6th
and
grade,
he literally told me, if you don't have sex with me, I'm gonna break up with you and go with this person because she is gonna have sex with me. So I told him that I would think about it and I would call him back later that night, and that was so much pressure. But I refused. I was like, there's no way I can have sex with him. So by me not calling him back, I don't know if I would consider myself dumped or I.
And you were heartbroken over that?
All the way heartbroken. He started dating one of my friends.
Oh my God.
Who was having sex.
This story is wild.
But you asked me the question. And we said to be honest, but that was it. Yes. I was so heartbroken. I cried myself to sleep. I contemplated having sex, like all of that. And I didn't call him back. So the next day he was with my girlfriend. So yeah. Yeah, that was it.
I'm flabbergasted right now. I
That's
don't
the
even know what to say. That is a crazy story.
It is.
And
Yeah.
you're heartbroken. Oh
I
my
was
god.
really heartbroken because I really liked the guy. And he was nice. Like, he was a nice
Was he
guy.
though? He told you to put out.
He did tell me to put out or he was going to dump me. But at least
He did dump.
at least he was honest.
Oh.
At least he didn't cheat on me with her like most of these brothers. Don't get what they want, exactly what they want when they want it. And they go out, then they messing around with every other female on the block. Got you looking crazy.
That is true.
Right? Everybody know but you.
That is
In
true.
this instance, he gave me an option, but it was heartbreaking.
Oh wow. I was not expecting that.
See, that's what happens when you say authentic and transparent. You get it raw. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. And that's what we go
Now I
with.
kind of want to talk about yours,
Mine?
but we
no.
do have a topic.
We do have a topic.
So
we
what
can
do you
get
wanna
into
do?
heartbreak another time.
Okay, let's get into heartbreak another time. Single parenting. Mm-hmm. I will say one of the absolute most difficult things I've had to do in my lifetime.
Yeah. It is not easy being a single parent.
It is not easy. I think in some instances it could have been avoided.
Oh, for sure.
Had I listened, right? Had I listened to my parents, had I listened to people who were telling me this was not the right guy, had I thrust myself into pursuance of my career, because your dad and I had known each other all through high school, and he chased me all through high school. And one of the reasons why I chose him right after I graduated from high school, because he was still in high school for a whole nother year. It was that summer where I was kind of just wilding out that summer, and we come from humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Grandma was a waitress. We never really had a whole lot. We had all that we needed. But he gave me the option to have more. He was a little dope boy doing all of the fun stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I'm about to have me a hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer is crazy.
He had a few coins. And then I ended up, quote unquote, falling in love with him. I went to college.
Yeah.
That year.
Yes, you did.
Full scholarship, Kent State. Did really well, but Kent State was 50 minutes away from home.
Yes,
and so he would come pick me up all the time, or he would come visit all the time. I did well my first year in college. 19 years old, I was on a dean's list. I mean, I did very well, but I just could not separate myself from home.
Yes.
And so I did all of the things that I shouldn't have been doing with no protection. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I ended up being pregnant with you. It was devastating. However, it was the best. Your dad and I were so happy.
Yeah.
Nobody else around us was happy.
Yeah.
They thought, wow, bad decision. She's doing really well. I always been really well in school. She's doing really well. She was one of those that were going to get out.
Yeah.
Right? Get out of the hood and do better. And so everybody was disappointed in me. Me and your dad was happy, but we still lived in the shame of we shouldn't have been doing this at this age. So 20 years old, you're born, and we're trying to figure it all out. And we just ended up not really being able to get that thing together. And so there were times where he was around, but for the most part, I was a single mother.
Yeah.
And it was really, 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 really hard. How did your journey start?
Yeah, it was, honestly, I don't remember much of my childhood.
No, you're single.
My single journey started. So my single parent journey, it started off weird because I was, quote unquote, in love with this guy. And I thought that we were going to figure it out even though he lived in another state, I was gonna figure it out. But coming back home, us not being together, and then coming back home for a couple months. 5 months later, I'm like, my back is killing me. I don't understand what's going on. Go to the doctor. Oh yeah, you're pregnant. You're lying. You're absolutely lying to me. Where's Ashton Kutcher? Because y'all are definitely pranking me in this moment. I don't understand what's happening. But 5 months, I honestly thought about not having her, but I'm glad that I did have her, because she has dramatically changed my life. So, yeah, my journey was a little bit different because I honestly wasn't with my daughter's father for a long time. But you couldn't tell me I didn't love him in those moments. Now I'm like, he was all right. But that's behind hurt and everything moving forward from that whole situation. So, yeah, Aubrey, yeah. Aubrey is definitely the light of my life, the love of my life. I would kill somebody for her, like Georgia.
Remember
But-
when we were in the hospital and you found out you were pregnant and you were devastated?
Literally.
Devastated.
Hello?
Do you remember what I said to you?
No, I don't. I think I was dazed in my devastation. What did you say?
I was telling you that I said this is a blessing. Although I wouldn't have wanted you to be pregnant this early. I said this was a blessing. I didn't want you to live in shame. I didn't want you to be discouraged. I wanted you to recognize that this was a blessing. I wanted you to hold your head up high. I wanted you to walk in the fact that you knew you were going to be a great mom because of the shame that I held with you, because people were just like it was like the worst thing in the world. And
I don't think I got there though.
Huh?
I don't think I got there. I don't think I got there until Aubrey was 8 or 9.
Right, that she was a blessing.
She was a blessing. I honestly, the way that I grappled with abortion or adoption was very heavy on me, because I was like, I don't want this. I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want to be trying to figure out how to raise a kid at 20 years old when I'm still a kid myself.
Yeah.
It was really hard to take the time to actually realize that, all right, you can do this.
Yeah.
You're going to figure it out. You're going to be okay either way it go.
Yeah, and that didn't happen until she was 8.
No, honestly.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't realize that. I felt like you walked with such you parented with such conviction.
I'm glad that showed, because I was struggling.
Yeah.
I was struggling really hard. It was more so not that I didn't think that I could be a good mom. It was where is my life going? From being a single young parent.
Wow.
Where is my life going? How am I navigating this? How am I going to be better for her? Where am I trying to walk to in these moments? Where is myself? Like, I grapple a lot with self-identity while being her mom. Because I was a mom at a young age, it's like parenting now, you are a lot of your kid's identity. Your life revolves around your kid.
Yeah.
There's not really a sense of self until your kids grow up or they get out the house or whatever the situation is between you guys. But I just felt as though my sense of self was gone. It was just gone. I was just Aubrey's mom. That was all that I was gonna ever amount up to be. So trying to figure out, Do I want to go back to school? How can I go back to school? Do I want to start a business? How can I start a business? Do I want to start her YouTube page? Because she was talking about that for a long time. How do I get to that point? How do I get started? How do I find me outside of my daughter? That is the part that I struggle with the most as a teen mom. I don't think it was shame, because I love Aubrey. Like, I love her down. I don't think you can make me be ashamed of being her parent. It was just a loss of identity from being her parent for me.
That's deep. Yeah, I think I struggle most with just being the only person for them to for you all to rely on.
That too.
Yeah, single parenting was tough. I didn't have, the support, the help that you can get a break, right? Like, even in two-parent households, sometimes the father will take the lead, sometimes the mother will take the lead, but both parents gets a break. But even if they're not both parents in the household, you have that alternating weekend.
Yeah.
Not only just the alternating weekend with their presence and that whole mental and time capacity, sharing of that, it's the sharing of the financial responsibilities. Whereas the male, in my instance, got to choose whether or not they want to show up. I had to be there. No matter what.
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice.
I don't have a choice, and that's so interesting that you say that, because I just had a conversation with my male friend, and he was saying how he wanted to get these things done in order to be more of an active parent or take on more of a role in his children's life. And I was like, well, that must be nice.
Because most single parents don't have that choice.
I don't have that choice.
Yes.
And it was just, I felt like he felt offended, but I wasn't coming from a place of judgmental or like coming down on you. It was more like let's think about this differently.
Yeah.
Because if you had the sense if your baby mama had the sense to be able to get her life together while still taking care of her daughter, what gives you the right to fall back, or not fall back necessarily, because he is an active parent, but play less of a role in your child's life because you have to have things in order before you can be more.
To some extent, we're never going to have things all the way in order. That's a constant journey. So the parent that is active don't get the opportunity to say, oops, hold on, let me pause my parenting.
Right. Hey, can you take her for a minute while I go do this?
My parenting while I get these things in order.
Yeah.
We have to figure out how to balance it all and get it all. And that's where it's like sometimes it's a little frustrating, because it's like that opposite parent that gets to do what they want to do, or parent, what I call parenting inconvenience.
Inconvenience, yes.
Is wild. It's wild. Like, you should not. If you have any of your DNA in any child out there, you don't have the convenience to get to do what you want to do. You have to show up. And nowadays, what's interesting is I see more single
dads.
Yes.
I see a lot more single dads.
I see a lot more single dads. And I don't know if it's like women are sick of it. Maybe.
Because come take this child.
You go ahead and do
I did 10 years. You're next.
Yes. Yes. I mean, and to some extent, like, all of the men that I know that are single dads, they are stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, sometimes was it the female that was in the way?
Bitter baby mamas is a real thing. But then there are also bitter baby daddies, and it's
bitter parents.
Bitter parents.
Bitter parents.
Yes.
That use their children.
Yes.
As a pawn.
Yes.
In their sick game.
And it's just so unfortunate, because at the end, at the end of the day, it really affects the child more than it affects you, because you'll get over it.
Yeah.
You'll be moved past it. You won't give a care in the world about this situation no more, or this man. But you didn't inflict all this drama and all this trauma on this child.
Your trauma.
Your trauma.
Your drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on this child that didn't ask to be here, quite frankly.
Yeah. We see that a lot where it's like, oh, you can't see my kid because I'm mad at you.
Because I'm mad at you.
Or you because you don't. Look, I don't have to like you to love your kid.
At all.
Now, like when I was, raising you and Marlon, everybody like on your dad's side of the family, quite frankly, everybody on we don't necessarily have to see eye to eye.
Yeah.
I just need to know that you're going to love them.
Yeah.
You're going to protect them. You're going to treat them kindly. I just need to know that about you. Like I can connect with them at any time. Like, as long as I know those things about them,
I'm okay.
I don't have to like you.
Yeah, I'm okay. You don't have to be an active person in my life.
Yeah, but some people say if they don't like me, they can't like my children. Do you believe that?
I don't believe that. Not fully. Maybe to a certain extent, but not fully.
Yeah.
It doesn't equate for. Like for us, for example, we understand that children have no role in adult conflict. So if I'm beefing with you, or I'm not necessarily beefing with you, we're just not seeing eye to eye. We're not understanding each other correctly in this moment. But if I'm having an issue with you, it has absolutely nothing to do with your child. So if your child call me and say, hey, can we do this? I'm like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not taking my issues out of the child that I have a different relationship with. Because it's just different. It's not the same. It's not like if we're fighting, which I don't do, but if we're fighting, then that's a little different. I can understand you not wanting me to be around your kid. You're concerned for their safety. I get that. But at the end of the day, if it's just words exchange of us not being mutually in agreement, it has nothing to do with the child.
Yeah, so think about this when it comes to parenting. Like there were just instances where you and your dad and me just had a blowout, nasty, like the nastiest, meanest argument with each other. But I didn't have to, but I didn't say, oh, I'm mad at you, so no, you don't get to spend time with the few times where he wanted to spend time with you all, I'm like, let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Let me give me a little break, even if that means I'm just going home, I'm cleaning up, having me a nice glass of wine, I get some me time. I'm like, let's go. But I see single parents, particularly, I can only speak from my vantage point, but like a lot of mothers, they'll have like this argument with their children's father or even their children's grandparents. Yeah. And now they're saying, oh, you can't see my kids. I was never that kind of a single mom.
I was never that kind of, I'm not that kind of parent either.
I'm not that kind of parent today.
Yeah. Today, I mean, we grown, but yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, I agree. I don't get to be that kind of parent because, my Aubrey's father he doesn't live around here. He lives about 2.5 hours or something away. So he's not present. But if he were to call me and say, hey, can I get her? I'm like, when and where? Like, how you want to figure this out?
Because she's going to be safe.
Yeah.
I'm not
worried.
A stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, technically, he really is a stranger now. I do not know this man. Not as much as I did before. But I know that when she goes, she's well taken care of. And I'm not overly concerned where I'm watching her location the whole time she's away from me, or I'm calling her every 5 minutes. But it's also not that I don't want to, if I'm being honest. It's more so I get my time with her all the time. The least I can do is let them have their time together.
Yeah. Yeah.
The least I can do is let them have their time together.
Yeah. What was the hardest part of being a single mother for you? I mean, let me say this. I am Aubrey's baby daddy.
Yeah, she's totally Aubrey's baby daddy.
I am.
Or my baby daddy.
Your
she's
baby
Aubrey's
daddy.
dad.
I'm Aubrey's dad. Honestly, me and Papa. You have the support you need, but
Yeah.
you don't. Aubrey's dad is, let's just be honest, just completely absent.
Yeah, absolutely.
He completely gets
He is
to
absolutely absent.
He completely gets to parent
When it's convenient for him.
inconvenience, which is very, very little. I think it's sad because she looks just like him.
Oh my God, his twin.
What's even sadder is like, where are his parents? I don't
couldn't
think
tell
I
you.
would ever be comfortable. You're talking about being judgmental. You're talking about being downright direct.
Yeah.
I would not be comfortable with you being an absentee parent.
Oh, absolutely not.
I certainly wouldn't be comfortable with my son
Yeah.
planting his seed somewhere and being an absentee
But
parent.
even if we are absentee parents, she was going to sue me, or she was going to take me to court for custodial rights or grandparent rights when I wasn't talking to you for a
I
minute.
wasn't playing.
You were like,
I'm
okay,
like,
you
yes.
might not be talking to me, but I want my grandchild, so we got to go to the court so I can figure
Yeah.
out when I can get her. Yeah, at all. So even if Marlon was, you be like, I don't know what my
I'll be
son
like,
doing.
Marlon being an a-hole, but guess who's not? I am going to be active
Yeah.
in my grandchildren's lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even get it where you know that your son or your daughter has a child and you are not being a good grandparent.
Yeah.
So it's not just
You don't call, you don't check up on them, or you don't do anything. And it was to a point where I was like, y'all don't have to even talk to me. Like, Aubrey is very self-efficient that you can call her.
Yeah.
Call her, check up on her. You don't
Yeah.
have to have any contact with me if you don't feel comfortable with me. She has her own phone. She has her own electronic devices. Call her. Just check up on her.
What is your excuse? What is your excuse? Like, I'm not giving the absentee parent an excuse.
Yeah.
I think it's a bunch of bull crap. Now, I do think that the other parent can be so awful sometimes.
Absolutely. To the point where it's hard for you to not be an absentee parent.
Yeah, they can be so awful sometimes, but even then, get the court system involved. Get the court system involved and get the judgment where you know what your visitation rights are. You know what your rights are as a parent. Like,
it's not always cookie cutter set in stone though when it comes to courts and everything like that. And I understand some people's reservations as to not wanting to go that route, because court systems can be also traumatizing and, very hard on the child. But at the end of the day, if somebody is giving you an option to be more involved in your child's life, then you should be looking into all sources possible to figure out how to be more involved in your child's life. If you have one of those situations where you just simply cannot work it out with the other parent.
Yeah. If you cannot work it out. And some parents are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Same.
I'm like, girl.
Like, you are doing
You
way
are
too
so
much.
bitter. Get over it.
Like, he don't want you no more, boo.
Yes.
Let it go.
Yes. Or she don't want you anymore.
Or she don't want you.
Let it go. It's other
Yeah.
fish in the sea.
You can probably find a great step parent. Come on now.
But don't let that discourage you from being a parent and being involved in your children's lives. Because I just think about, even now as an adult, there are some places in your heart that only your parents should feel.
Yeah.
And when you don't have both parents,
You're looking for
even
it.
as an adult, you still have this big old hole in your heart. And I hear adult men talking about their father's absence or their mother's absence and how that impacted them. I hear adult women talking about their dad's absence or their mother absence and how that's impacting them even as adults.
Yeah.
So we just have to understand that if we are going to do what it takes to create a child, we need to do what it takes to take care of that child and don't have that whole burden on the other parent that's willing to stick in there.
Yeah, because it's unfair to have the blunt of all responsibilities on one parent. It's unfortunate because I didn't make this child by myself, so why do I have to take on all this responsibility by myself?
Right.
So why is it that you get to pick and choose when you want to be involved, but I am here 24/7. I'm the mom, the nurse, or the dad, the nurse, the teacher, the what is it, the Uber. Like, I'm the financially responsible
You everything.
person. I'm literally everything to this child.
Yeah.
Where's my break? I want a break.
Not only where's my break, where is my support system? Because even when we were talking about kind of like, you were this type of parent, you were this type of parent. Well, if you had a balance. So what if you had like a mom that was just direct, but the dad came in and was like, oh, I'm going to be a little more gentle because I know her mom is very direct. Like, you can even have that balance. Or the father that's really direct. Where's the mom that's like, let me be a little gentle. Let me clean off her wounds, right? Even the balance of all of that.
Yeah.
Like, God was really intentional when he set the family structure. The framework, a father, a mother, children, right? That framework was really, really important.
Yeah.
So no, we're not letting this absentee parent off the hook. Your child needs you. And that other parent, like, that was really a struggle for me. I cried myself to sleep a lot.
Same.
Every decision was on you. And okay, by the way, you are also young doing this.
Still trying to figure out life yourself.
Still trying to figure out life yourself.
Yeah, that's hard. And it's unfortunate that we have to think about ways to navigate the world by being a single parent. Like, once I knew that Aubrey was here, I was like, okay, how am I going to figure this out? And that was that loss of identity that I'm talking about, because I have to figure it all out. Yes, I had a great support system. Like, you guys are amazing. You and Papa are amazing. My father he was amazing especially when she was younger. Now he's getting a little busy, so he's trying to do some things, but he's doing a lot of things to set her up because because that's his baby. So I had a lot of support. I had a lot of help, but it was still, at the end of the day, all of me. I have a lot of I have a lot of support. But at the end of the day, it's still all on me. I'm still trying to figure out how to get her back and forth to school, how to
Because if I don't feel like it, I'm not doing it. But you don't have that choice.
I don't have that choice. Yeah, I can't just call up her dad like, hey, can she come with you so you can take her to school for Monday through Wednesday, and I pick her up. They're like, I don't have that option. It's all on me.
Yeah. I get it. I absolutely get it. And I will tell you, as much as I did not want that for you, I am hoping and praying that we can break the generational curse.
Yeah, I told her I was going to wear a chastity belt.
Yeah, like we have to break the generational curse. But let me say this too, because we're talking about some of the challenges of being a single mother and being young when you have kids. But I will tell you, maybe about, I would say this may have been about 15 years ago, I used to always be sad, like, oh, this is so unfair. Like, he gets to just parent in convenience. I have to be here. I don't have a choice. I'm looking for help and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm like, God, how is this fair? How are you allowing this to happen? And the Holy Spirit said to me, clear as day, if I wanted him to be a part of their life, he would be. I don't want him to be. And that was an awakening for me. And I had to ask for more revelation. But what was revealed to me was that his presence and influence in y'all life when y'all were younger, the most vulnerable and vulnerable, would have been more of a detriment than a help. So while for me, I was seeing it as, oh my God, this is so sad. I'm so sad. I really want this because I need all of this help. And God was saying, I am protecting them from some things that they don't need to be exposed to at this time in their lives. Yeah. And now I can look back and say, although that was one of the most difficult things that I did, I'm glad. Okay with
I'm okay with it too.
I'm okay with it.
Because I love my dad, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'm glad too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with all of the struggles and everything that we go through being single parents, honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love being her mom. I love the person that she's growing into, and we have so much fun together. we out here. I mean, she's a spoiled little thing. I think I've created a little bit of a monster, but
What about me?
I
I think
mean-
I created a little big monster that's sitting right next to me.
I mean, yeah, but you also created that little monster
I
as
did
well.
too. Yeah.
So, but being a single parent does have its rewards. While it also has its struggles, it is very gratifying to be able to say, let how they grew up and be like, I did that. I figured that out. I made a way out of no way. Because at the end of the day, God got my back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was and the support system that he does have in place for me, and the love and help that I have with her from the people that love her just as much and pour into her just as much. I could not have asked for a better support system around me.
Yeah. And I would say the advantages from my point is, and I think I've said this to you several times, you literally saved my life. You literally saved my life. It was at a time where when we talk about identity and trying to figure that whole thing out and not really knowing what direction you want to go in and being influenced by your environment. I often ask God, like, why did you, quote unquote, save me?
Yeah.
Right? I look at some of the people that I grew up with. Some of them are dead. Some of them are disabled because maybe they got shot. Like one of my close friends got shot when we were younger, and he's paralyzed to this day. You know, some of them are alcoholics. Some of them are drug addicts. Some of them are, didn't go to school and are working, very modest, honorable jobs, but didn't really take that career thing to the next level. And I'm like, okay, God, why did you save me? And the Holy Spirit continues to tell me, because I can trust you. I can trust you. But I also feel like he used you to save me. Because I was going down all the wrong tracks.
Yeah.
And then when you were born, I was like, hold on. This wasn't the dream.
Yeah.
This wasn't what because God promised me some things when I was young, when I would cry myself to sleep or go to sleep to the siren or go to sleep because we had the party house and my mom was drinking with her buddies and it was all loud. And I had to figure out how to go to sleep through all of that. God made me some promises. But then when I became a teenager, I lost sight of those things. And then when you were born, it was an awakening. It was like, wait a minute. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And where are you going? This is not the dream you dreamed.
No.
Right? This is not the promise that I have for you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have to do the work too.
Yes, you
do.
do.
And I stopped doing the work until you were born. And I'm like, I have a responsibility to this beautiful, beautiful
Period.
lady. And so when you talk about how you love parenting Aubrey, I love being you used to be my ride or die.
Honey, yeah.
I love
yeah.
and continue to love being your mom.
Yeah.
So while being a single parent was very difficult, I would say it was also very worth it.
And then like also
It
if you're into once your kid grows up and they start to develop their own lives and their own personalities and their own ventures, it's nice to be able to see the person that you helped mold. Because as much as we don't like to be like our parents, we are a lot like our parents. So at the end of the day, I'm really building upon the things that you've taught me when it comes to Aubrey, or the things that I wanted to maybe do differently when it comes to Aubrey. But in those moments, you are a focal point of how I'm choosing to move around in her relationship with her.
So last word for the single parent, but then also for the absentee parent. What would you have to say as we close?
I would say, as a single parent, keep going. Keep going. At the end of the day, all you can do is put your best foot forward. You can try your best every single day and know that you can be proud of the person that they're becoming no matter what they choose to do in their life. Just be there and just be proud.
And be proud of yourself.
And be proud of yourself because you
proud
made
of
it. You
yourself
did
for
that.
not giving up, for giving all of who you are
Yeah.
to your children.
And to the absentee parent,
say it.
Do better.
Get your life.
Do better.
Get your life.
I ain't say all that.
No, I'm saying all of that.
okay.
Get your life. Take care of your kid.
Just do better. Just try a little harder every day. Don't let your excuses be your life. Well, this was a great conversation. I'm glad that we were able to sit down and really talk deeper into our opinions of single parenting.
Our experience, our life.
Yeah. All of that.
I learned a lot.
What was your takeaway from that? Because we talked about mine, but what was your takeaway?
I guess my takeaway is trusting God and his infinite wisdom, no matter what. I mean, I think there were ways that I could have avoided being a single parent, making better choices, listening to wisdom, taking my time.
Yeah.
You know, to get to know a person before I dive in, you know, that whole intimacy thing. And although I was immature, it's like taking your time and being more mature before you even become intimate.
Yeah.
Right? We don't even think about how we could prevent it. Mm-hmm. Had I done that, had I done the same thing that when my boyfriend broke up with me because I was refused to be intimate, but had I been at a place where I was more mature, making that selection,
Yeah.
I could have avoided. So I could have done some things too, but the fact that I ended up being a single mom, I would say I'm proud of all that I tried to be in that process. I do. I want to end that.
Yeah.
So we would talk about some of the things that didn't go well.
Exactly.
But for me, I want to sit in my cup being half full.
Yeah.
I showed up my full, authentic self, and I gave you guys all that I had in the moments where I had that.
Absolutely.
And I just have to be satisfied with that. But
Yeah.
then to your dad, I would say he could break the cycle by ensuring that his children are being a part of their children's life and kind of pushing them and encouraging that behavior.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
His sons. I'm the only girl on his side.
I know, but
and
the boys
I'm
too.
the only one that has a child. So right now he's just like Arby. But yeah, no, I agree with all of that. I would definitely don't want you to. I'm kind of sad that you sat in shame about being a parent. I mean, like, yeah, you talked about how I changed your life and I saved you and everything, but the fact that you had to walk in that shame that's a lot. That's a lot for me to process in this moment. So, I mean, yeah, but we can get into that another time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into our other segment where you just give us a little financial tip of the week.
Okay. All right. So last time we talked about setting intention.
Yes.
I said it starts with your mind, right? And then once you set that intention, then you need to document that intention by way of a financial budget. What does it look like financially for you to achieve your goals? And setting that budget where you're directing every dollar. Every dollar has a home. You get to tell it where to go. So once you've set your intention and once you created that accurate budget, then live by it.
So that's a whole thing of being real with yourself. Like don't say that your money is going here when you know it's been going to that Chick-fil-A. Just be honest with how many subscriptions you have, with all of those things.
Put it all down. And if you say you want to be able to save $500 a month or whatever that number is, $100 a month, then your budget should reflect it.
Yeah.
So you create that financial budget, align it to your intention, and you use that budget to control how you spend your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Budget.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
A budget. So we got to work on mine.
We got to work on budgets. We have to. Everybody who wins with money has a budget. It starts with setting that GPS.
Yeah.
That your budget is on nothing but your financial GPS. It's like, I need to achieve a certain thing. I want to reach a certain destination. This is my way of doing so. Yeah.
Oh, I like
So you
that.
close
Okay.
us out with the book.
Okay, so last time we talked about my book, which was Real by Kennedy Ryan, and I loved it down, ate it, gobbled it up, spit it out. It was such a heartfelt, intimate book, and I loved it so much because it was a Black woman being loved properly.
Ooh.
She was being loved right. And while they had their little moments and everything, he was giving her the attention that we all want. We all want love,
Give it
attention.
to us.
We
Give it
all
to
love
us.
attention.
Yes.
But it was a little bit spicy, and I enjoyed that. But that was my book last time we talked. And this week, my book is The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. It's a different genre. It's more of, I believe, it's more rom-com,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, but I haven't read it yet. So that is the book that we're starting today.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Between Us Ladies.
Yes, and we're excited to see you for next time.
Like, share, and subscribe.
All right. See you later.
Peace.